So, national championships, what?
Yeah.
Are you
very
just
exciting.
like soaking it all in?
Yeah, definitely.
So congratulations, and
Thanks.
this is actually, to get to the national championship, you won the state division, which is the 7th one in Rhode Island.
Yes.
So you're kind of just a pro at this, at
I
winning,
wouldn't say that, but yeah, I mean, we won the state championship, and then we had to prepare to go to nationals.
So tell me a little bit about the academic decathlon. What is it for people? What can you compare it to?
I wouldn't really compare it to anything, but a lot of it is taking tests. So the main ones like music, art, social science, those are just 50-question multiple choice tests. But there's also an essay and an interview and a speech you have to give, which you get graded on for that. So it's a whole bunch of different things compiled into one big competition.
So you go into this as a team, but you also do individual competitions, right?
Yep.
So what is it like to be part of a team and all competing together at a national level?
Oh, it's really exciting. It's a lot of fun. It also, builds a lot of, like camaraderie, because you have to study with them. You spend a whole week with them in a hotel, so you really get to know them and you have a lot of fun with them, and you also compete with them. So it's a little bit of friendly competition, because at the same time, we all still competing for ourselves, but also we still want, Rhode Island and our team to win. So it's exciting.
So that has to be a lot of pressure, because you are competing at the highest level in the nation. I mean, is it pretty stressful going into this?
Yeah, I was pretty stressed out. Last year we came in second, which was a huge deal, because it was the first time that a Rhode Island team had ever placed in the top 3. And besides myself, this whole year was full of new teammates. This was the first year they had done it, and so we really didn't expect much to happen. But after we went and we saw the other team's scores and we saw how close we were, it really got serious. Our coach said we have a chance of placing first. He really expected us to win, and when that sunk in, it really did kind of hit us that we had a chance, and we really had to work very hard to get there, and thankfully we did.
Okay, so tell me about some of these divisions. You went over some of them. I mean, it's kind of all the categories you can imagine. How do you prepare on that kind of level, as well as preparing for school, just doing your regular homework and being, a teenager?
It's definitely a lot of extra work. Yeah, it really is. So we get a resource guide with, like 100 pages for each section. And we're given, our coach, tells us step by step. We do a little bit of each week. We meet every Thursday and Friday after school. So we're given a certain amount to read, and then we meet up, we talk about it. If we have any questions, maybe another teammate understands it better, they'll explain it to us. And we got to do all this while, still going to school. So it is a lot of extra work, a lot of late nights reading, trying to cram for a test, that practice test that our coach is giving us tomorrow or the next day.
So what are some of the topics? Like, are you learning about physics? Are you learning about, what are we talking about? Are you learning about composers and music? What are some of the things that you can just remember? Or is it in and out? Once
a lot
it's
of
over?
it did go in and out.
Yeah.
So every
like me in college.
Yeah.
Study over.
Every year there's an overarching subject. This year was World War II. Last year was India. So this year was World War II. So, for things like art, we look at a lot of art pieces from World War II, a lot of the famous artists around that time, before, after, how the war affected art. Same with music, we do a lot of music pieces. Science, it was nuclear fission, because we talked about, the creation of the atom bomb.
Yeah.
There's certain things like math and economics, they're just basically by themselves each year. You can't really do math from World War II. There was a short economics section on how the war affected the economics, how it brought about the Great Depression, everything like that. So there's usually, along with some, overall aspects of things like art and music and science, there's a main subject that we all focus on.
What do you like the best?
I think my favorite would have been economy. That really just came kind of naturally to me. It felt like a lot of common sense. It was never really hard to understand for me.
And what are you thinking about for your future, your senior? What's coming next for you?
I'm going to Duquesne University next year. That's in Pittsburgh, and I'm going to major in forensic science.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
Are you thinking about taking some classes in economics and maybe pursuing that if it comes easy to you?
I don't think so. I liked economics a lot, but I don't think I would make it a career out of it.
No, not so
Yeah,
much.
no, just was easy to study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so why forensic sciences?
I was always planning to go into criminal justice. I thought I was going to be a cop for a while. But, I also at the same time always loved my science classes. And when I was thinking about, a job that would, incorporate both of them, I figured forensic science seems like the best one.
Cool. What do you think you want to do, though?
I'm thinking about going to the FBI, maybe.
Nice.
They have a lot of demand for forensic science agents.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So are you looking forward to wrapping up, senior year, getting close to,
Oh, yeah,
to the end of
definitely
that?
getting there.
Does this kind of like cap off things for senior year?
Oh, definitely. I'm a little bit checked out now.
Are you?
I got like a month and a week of school left to go, so I'm just trying to make it to the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your coach. She has been with the Decathlon team for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
But why don't you tell me about Sister Carol Ann Murray? She seems tough and so dedicated to this team over several years.
Oh yeah, she's an amazing lady. She's really hard on us, and that's what brings out the best in us. After state scores, we had about 5 minutes of celebration, and then she was like, "Okay, this is how much I want your scores to go up. This is what you have to go up, and you have to go up. You could have done better than this." It never stops until someone gets a perfect 10,000 on a score. There's always more that we can do, and that really helps us be better, because she was really the only ones that thought we had a chance of placing. We were like, "Sister, I think you're crazy," but it turns out that we really could do it because she believed in us, so that was awesome.
Is it nice to have someone believe in you like that and give you that extra push?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Sister was the only one that really saw much potential in me, because I didn't do too well in school with grades, but she saw what I could have done in decathlon, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been on the team, so that was really great.
Wow,
Yeah.
Wow. So, that must mean a lot to you if your grades are going one way, and here you are with, maybe you can show off all your medals again. That must say a lot and must boost your self-confidence quite a bit. Oh yeah, really, it did. In the decathlon, it gave me something to actually work towards, and when I saw what I was able to do, when I actually, put my, work effort into it, I really gained a lot of confidence from that. So what's it like when you're switching gears? You're going from taking a test to then having to give a presentation and giving a speech. I know some people aren't necessarily the best test takers, but are great at giving, at public speaking. When you're doing a decathlon, do you really have to be a super well-rounded student? Oh yeah, you really do have to be well-rounded. I was a pretty good test taker. I was always good at that, but I was a terrible public speaker. I didn't like interviews. Speech was definitely my least favorite thing to do. So it really does make you more well-rounded, because there's 10 subjects, so you have to be good at everything. You can't just, excel in science and then maybe bad at literature. You really have to be great at everything. And that helps a lot, because, things like interviews and public speaking, that's going to help a lot later on in life. Yeah, and do you think this is going to help you throughout the rest of your life, throughout college and throughout the rest of your career? Yeah, definitely. It's taught me how to study. It's taught me how to prepare. It definitely has taught me how to, give a good interview, a good speech, public speaking. That was definitely the biggest thing that decathlon helped me with. Are you involved in anything else in school, any other activities? Sister doesn't really let us be involved. we have to dedicate almost 100% of our time to this. How much time do you think you put in? Oh, way too many hours. Yeah? Yeah, very long. It's a sport. Yeah, definitely. I put as much of that into decathlon as most people put into sports. So. Oh my goodness, I bet the timing and the preparation. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Do you have any fun plans for summer? Get a job. Yeah. Job. couldn't get a job when I was on decathlon. Too much things going on, so I'm gonna plan to get a job. Timing, preparation, all of that. So, well, congratulations to you and the team. Do you want to give any of your teammates a shout out? Yeah, I'd like to give all of them a shout out. Jaden Adaraga, Dara Harkin, Alden Pratt, Corey Morris, Mitch Boyer, Dylan Tamel, Connor Milson, Steve Huang. Thanks, guys. Congratulations. So thank you so much for joining us. It was such a pleasure chatting with you, and good luck at school in the fall. Thank you. So congratulations to you. So thanks so much for joining us. Let's take a quick picture before you go. Okay. And awesome for Bishop Hendricken, and awesome for the state of Rhode Island bringing home that national championship. Yes. Such smarties, right? and hard work, right? You have to have a good hard work ethic. Oh yeah, so much hard work. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Take care, good luck, and you know what, Ryan? I hope you get to relax a little bit. I'm definitely going to. Thank you very much. All right, Ryan Brady from Bishop Hendricken. Thank you so much.